Love is an inside job, it turns out. Hey, hi, I'm Angel. Thanks for stopping by. I'm up in the food dog with sapphycat. We're enjoying the last rays of the sunset out there. I don't know if you can see any of it. Just kind of fades out for you. But I passed along a meme earlier today about how love finds you no matter what and always turns up when you least expect it. And a friend of mine who's just getting out of a tough relationship commented about that doesn't mean that you have to let people keep loving people who put you down or hold you down or bring you down. And I 100% agree with that. I'm dealing with some of that dilemma lately myself, and we all get to. The thing is, love, it's both. It should be easy and free and joyful, and also sometimes it's an opportunity for growth, which can be difficult and challenging and a struggle. So each of us gets to pick and choose when we've had enough, when we want to keep trying, when we want to jump into something new, when we want to let something go. That's the freedom of choice we all get. And through all that, I'm not talking about that, because through all that is our own self-love. And what I'm discovering, of course I'd read it before, but it's different to discover it myself internally, is that the more I learn to love myself, the better the outside forces of the universe seem to be able to love me. The more I let love in from the outside, the more I'm able to learn to love myself. And again, being that it's an inside job, it comes from other people's inside. I mean, yes, there's actions. That was another thing that somebody wrote to that meme, was love is an action, and I agree with that also. Like, just saying that you love something is not the same thing as showing it, and even feeling it. If you don't express it to the other, sometimes it gets lost in translation. A meme I posted yesterday was the worst distance between two people is misunderstanding, and I really do agree with that one too. That's why I reposted it. It's so easy to get to feeling bad because of misunderstanding, and to run away with shitty stories in our own heads, and then ruin relationships basically in the long run. So if you're coming from a place of self-love first, and you're sure about your love for yourself, no matter what the external details, circumstances, environment of the day brings you, then you're going to be more likely to be calm and joyful. You're going to be more likely to be expecting the best for people. You're going to be more likely to be giving your best to people. And so you're going to get a better result. And no, not everybody's going to love you. No, not everybody's going to do what you wish they did. No, not everybody's going to reciprocate at the same level. Not at all. But you're going to feel your own self-love, your own self-worth, and you're going to attract people who want to give that back to you into your life. It's been amazing how many people have come into my life with joy and love since I started cultivating that inside me on a regular basis. And I've always been a person to want to share that with people externally. However, I've done that a lot of times while I had a lot of internal turmoil, and maybe even used that, trying to give love and as a way of feeling better in my inside. And certainly that's probably still a trap that I'll fall into a little, because I'm a female raised to believe that my self-worth is connected to what I can offer another being in this culture right now. That's I don't know how much of it is biology and how much of it is culture, which is intrinsically tied, really, ultimately, right? But as it stands now, that's something that a lot of us struggle with, men and women. However, I think culturally, women even more so than men. Men have their own even more so's. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say we got it worse. We all have our struggles, is my point of all that. And through all our struggles, if we all learn to love ourselves first more, to come from a place of self-love, which includes allowing others to love us. This is a really important key that I think I have missed for a lot of my life, and I see a lot of my the people I have relationships with seem to miss a lot of times is that you can't just give love. You have to accept love. You have to love yourself, and you have to accept love from other people. You don't have to, but if you want to feel loved, if you want the good stuff, you gotta be willing to accept the good stuff, give the good stuff, create the loop, the circle, the cycle. And it starts from inside. That's why I started off with, it's an inside job. It really is. When you love yourself, then even if you're struggling, even if you're hurting, even if you have a difficult, challenging day or set of circumstances, you're going to get through it easier, and you're going to, I don't know what else to say about that other than everything gets better with love. It gets easier, it gets better, it gets warmer, it gets stronger, it gets more flexible, it gets, that's just the way I want to keep evolving with love, baby. I hope you're evolving with love, learning to love yourself, and don't forget it's an ongoing process. It's not a one-time thing. You don't just fix yourself and then you're done. You don't just learn to love and then you're done. It's a practice. You keep practicing, keep getting better. 2 steps forward, 1 step back, cha-cha-cha sometimes, but as long as your intention is to build that positive momentum, you'll be amazed at how amazing your life can be when you love yourself first. I know. I'm finding it amazinger and amazinger, betterer and betterer. I'd love to know what you think of that. How are you showing yourself love? Now, that's another step. So learning to feel the love is one thing, accept the love is one thing, and then learning to show appreciation for the love you've accepted, and learning to show the things and people and circumstances that you love it with enthusiasm, with words, with touch, with gifts, with smiles, with laughter, with attention. All those are some of the ways that we know of to share and show and accept love. I'd love to know your favorites. If you would share that in the comments, I sure would be appreciative and grateful and loving about that. Okay, maybe that was a little over the top, but you get the idea. Wasn't really. The more I cultivate love, the more annoying I am to some of the people who are in a bad mood around me, because I really am just feeling pretty good a lot of the time. Even when things aren't going my way, they're still going my way, because I love myself and I love the unfolding process and what I learn from things that don't seem to be going my way in, later when I get the lesson, when I figure it out. It's awesome. Sometimes the harder something is initially, the more awesome it is at the finish. So don't forget that if you're struggling right now. As always, you can find ways to connect to me, ways to support me, ways to hire me. You can check out my website, my books, my music, my store. All that stuff is in the description below. And until next time, I wish you peace, positivity, creativity, love, laughter, lightheartedness, potential, evolution, growth, peaceful conflict resolution, and playfulness. Don't forget to drive forward.